Alright. Yo, my people, welcome back to another episode of the Outchea Podcast. I'm your host, Jay to the Izzo, and I'm joined by...
Mids and B.
Today, we got a certified lover boy in the building.
It's
We got Aubrey's Angel in the building. Neutral. Alright, cool. But yeah, who do we have in the building today?
JayMilli, been in 6 times now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You got the most appearances, but
caps,
man.
for real.
Obviously, if you start the show off with some hit blunts, I'll just say the first thing that comes to your mind, this is going to be it. I might just do two of them. Cool. It's fine when someone walks with a bunch of metal bars, but if you just see one, it's very suspicious.
What?
Melted bars.
Like metal bars.
Metal bars?
Like poles. Like if you saw someone with like a bunch of like, I don't want to say the word, but
No, go on.
metal pipes, and they just had one,
Yeah.
you'd be like, this guy's about to crash out. But if you see like 6, you're thinking, oh, maybe he's gonna go like fix a house or something.
No, because if you see 6, you might seriously crash out.
No, but it's the way they hold it. If they hold it like this, they're not gonna go crash out.
Hey, I'm just saying, you ain't seen them riots.
Just say, oh no, okay, I hear it in terms of transporting it to the other guys, but what I'm saying is like, if you just see one in someone's
So when
hand,
you're walking, you genuinely, if you saw someone with one metal pole, you're thinking, raw, like what?
I'll be suspicious. Like,
I don't think I care,
Honestly, I would.
no, I'll mind my business, but I'll just say it. I'll think, yeah, he's about to knock someone off.
Nah, that wouldn't cross my mind,
Bro, I think I'm just chilling, man. I'm minding
Yeah.
Bro, like, we know how it is in London. Everyone minds their business. So me too. Business out of mind.
You see, this is
Because
the
now-
problem.
No, because now once you start saying he's gonna knock someone out, whatever, anyhow he catches you, you're the first person he's smoking.
I ain't say it's literally. I'll just say it. I'll be suspicious. Like,
Yeah, but listen, everyone whether people like it or not, when you see someone acting booky and you're suspicious of them, it says it all over your face.
yeah, it's true. It's
Doesn't
true.
matter how introverted or extroverted you are, it says it on your face.
So you're saying like, if they just see like, oh, you're like suspecting them, they'll just start crashing out.
They
at you.
might. You never know, bro.
Like, this is the problem with London as well. Alright, cool. The next one is people in the future will not know the struggle of tangled wires.
No, they still will.
You think so?
Yeah, because like
How far in the future are we talking?
I say like 200 years.
certain stuff will still be wired, man.
Like what?
I mean, this is all hypothetical because
I think things like actually, I hear it. TV and film, like sets and whatnot, will still be wired, 100%.
Okay, so
And
I'm also
computers-
speaking about that everyday man.
Computers will still be wired to an extent.
nah, laptops are like already taken over. Like
No, but a
when we get
laptop,
to a wireless
a laptop still is, well, obviously depending on what you get, but generally speaking, laptops still aren't as powerful as computers. So if we're still talking about like people that use computers,
What if there's like some technology advancement made where you can transfer electricity without wires?
Because obviously the new...
If that happens,
Remember this guy does computer science? He's just like, these niggas is
I hear it. Like,
I'm just saying.
I'm not even thinking about that.
I'm just saying, if that gets introduced, it takes away everything.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's the thing where like it needs to.
I'll say 200 years, by the way.
It has to come from somewhere, and I don't think like. But then again, if you think 200 years ago,
Yeah. The internet was a thing.
1824, they
don't
probably
think-
weren't thinking about stuff like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that's because the speed of technology is getting faster,
Yeah.
so it can't be compared. Because in 20 years' time, God knows what we're.
Yeah, we had like brick phones back then, and now we have like
It keeps
ChatGPT now.
getting faster and faster to a point
Yeah.
where it's getting a bit scary.
No, I think-
so. 200 years, wait.
I think wires will still be in use. I just think wires won't be as. Wires will be able to do a lot more than what they can do now. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Like for example, I feel like to power this whole room, this whole studio, there's countless of wires. You can see like 10 already. Well, you guys can't, but we can see 10 wires already. In the future, it might be a thing where it's just one wire that powers the whole room.
Yeah.
Do you know
Or
what I mean?
like maybe like one battery pack and it has
Yeah,
all
just,
the
it,
wire.
all just feeds to one outlet, and that wire within itself has so many different processing capacities, and do you know what I'm saying?
But that wire might not get tangled though.
Could be.
Yeah,
Good. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Alright.
Cool. The next one is streaming services are the only field where more competition leads to a worse customer experience. Remember when everything was on Netflix? Life was just easy.
Mm-hmm.
They started removing your favorite shows, favorite movies. Now it's on Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Hulu. Just
Yeah.
I mean, that's just life, though, isn't it? Like,
no, but think about everything else. If there's competition, the best wants to improve so that they can stay away from the competition. But with streaming services, no matter how good one gets, they're not gonna own the rights to everything, are they?
Yeah, but that's like.
they could own the rights to the better ones, though.
There we go.
Yeah, but there's still, sometimes a streaming service might have a lot of your favorite movies, but there might be that one movie you want to watch. Like, for example, I love Disney Plus, but I might love all the Disney movies, but if it does have The Godfather, then what are we doing here? If I want to watch The Godfather, conveniently,
Yeah, it's kind of like women, though, isn't it?
land.
Wait, what do you say?
Land. I'm telling him to land.
No, because like
Immediately. Expeditiously.
no, because like for example, if like you want the longest woman out there,
Yeah.
there's bound to be hella competition. So
What? How does that relate to this?
it makes sense.
I'm going to read it again and then you're going to listen
Okay,
to
cool. Read it again. And I'll
Streaming services is the only field where more competition leads to a worse consumer experience. So you're saying if more
Okay.
guys are competing for one woman.
then it makes the experience for those guys chasing that one woman.
No, I'm saying that. So no,
As
but,
opposed to if there was only them in.
no,
in the
we're not talking about the competition experience. I'm talking about the woman experience. So you're saying the woman would lose value. That's
Wait,
what the equivalent is.
wait, so what's the woman in this one?
The streaming service.
Oh no, okay. So I was thinking about the woman being what do you call it? The product of the streaming service. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So you're saying she's the movie. I'm weak.
One hell of a movie.
Oh
Say
man. Cool. I've got some trivia questions, but we're gonna switch it up this week. I've even told Mids about this, by the way. We're gonna switch it up this week. We're gonna do a new trivia section called The Hunt. So let me just explain the rules.
Okay.
It's kind of like the chase, but copyright reasons, isn't it? But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give Javon 5 questions.
Okay.
He's allowed to answer these 5 questions without having to compete with a buzzer or anything. But if he doesn't get the question right or he skips, Mids will have a chance to enter. This will be points based. So, and I also,
You know, you put me in the spot.
How do you think I feel, bro?
and also, if you ask for a clue, I'll also give Mids a chance to have a clue as well, a different clue.
Okay.
So, okay, the first question.
So
John.
this all in all works in my advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, first.
But the first one is, what chemical symbol is for iron? See how Mids is smiling already.
I need know AU gold.
I saw that one. I was like, nah, that's too easy.
Doesn't silver have like F in or something?
Jesus Christ, AG, bro.
Oh, iron, is that F?
You have to say the second letter. I guess that's your clue, though.
Oh, I know now. Yeah.
FU?
What did you say, sorry?
FU?
Correct. Believe in yourself, man.
FU.
We're in the same science class as well.
FU.
FU.
It's FE.
Oh, it's FE. Points of it.
That's what I was like,
Because when he said it's not, I thought I heard E, but yeah, points of mids. Points of mid. I'm glad I didn't say the answer out loud. So that was a genuine point of mids.
Oh, I've got the gases.
Yeah.
Cool. The second one is, what is the largest organ?
Okay.
This, I know, isn't it? I know it's gonna sound dumb, but I hope I'm right. Isn't it your skin or something like that?
Correct. That's why. Oh, you didn't know that? When I saw it, I was like, organ.
I was gonna say liver.
I was going to say something like that as well.
I
But
think, I would have like gone towards like intestines or something, but your skin, yeah.
Fair.
when I Googled it, I was like, oh. Alright, cool. The next one is, what is the largest ocean?
Oh, I know this one. Yeah.
Do you want me to give you a clue of?
Indian Ocean.
Say that again?
Indian Ocean.
Do you want me to give you a clue? Or?
Wait, is that your answer?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Pacific. What?
Man was in there. Swimming.
Oh, I should have let you have a chance. Sorry,
I
my
was
bad.
in there
My bad.
swimming, bruv.
My bad. The next one is, what planet is close to the sun? Or closest, sorry.
Ooh. Okay, I think I know this one.
Oh, might as well ask for a clue then.
So I'll give you a multiple choice of 3 chances. So there's Earth, Saturn, and Mercury.
Yeah, well, I was gonna go for Mercury.
Mercury is your final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the last one is, what is the national animal of Canada?
Ooh.
I've got something in my head, but like, I might.
Wait, nah, say it, because I think I know what you're gonna say.
Dear.
That's wrong. Yeah, no.
I thought you were gonna say goose because of the.
Oh no.
Isn't it a moose?
That's a beaver.
It's a beaver.
What the fuck?
That's what Google said.
I thought it was a moose. They have hella
I
moose.
didn't even know
mooses.
countries have national animals. Like, I didn't even
Yeah, well, let me
Wait, so
quickly.
what's ours?
Yeah.
Ours has,
Fox, yeah.
oh, it has to be a fox. It has to be a fox.
I mean, that's what it should be, but
But I don't think. Nah, England aren't. It's probably a bulldog. You know. It's
Pigeons.
probably a bulldog.
Yeah. Bulldog
what
properly represents the
is the
Yeah,
national?
just like one of them.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ugly, yeah.
This guy's a patriot. You can tell. Nah, if it's a bulldog, it's probably because of that chip.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, lion! Oh, yeah,
yeah,
3 lions, isn't it?
I guess, but like, how many lions have you seen in this country? No, that's shameless. I'll be real. That's shameless.
What, on us or them?
Yeah, but England's been
I mean,
shameless.
I'm not
You know the national.
don't know what you're talking about.
Their national meal was it curry chicken or something like that?
Yeah.
Huh?
English national meal was curry chicken.
Why do you think they put it on chips and stuff?
Was it like
Curry-
chicken?
wait, curry chicken?
Tikka masala or something like that.
Tikka masala isn't even an English word.
It's one of them two. It's an
How can that be? How can that be an
Oh,
English
sorry,
deal?
man.
Tikka masala isn't even an
It's
English
an
word.
Indian meal. Indian meal is the UK's. I don't get it.
I thought it was gonna be like a toad in the hole,
The thing is, they
Yep.
have so much options. Bangers and mash,
bubble and squeak.
shepherd's pie.
Yeah, man.
You got all
What?
these options. and you
1,
just-
2, 3 on the bubble and squeak.
I want to say that sounds like a gram tea, bro.
What?
Bubble and squeak.
all these options. You take an Indian's meal.
Yeah, you know they're the colonizers, man. But speaking of Canada,
Speaking of colonizers,
Yeah.
speaking of colonizers,
Well done, Crowley.
but yeah, the Drake and Kendrick beef, man. Do you know what's funny? We had a debate. I don't know if you saw. We were speaking about Kendrick and Drake since like 2017, and we were arguing about which one's
yeah, I
better.
remember that.
It's recent, but yeah.
Yeah. No.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
No, cook 'em.
We don't know when we was in the. It was like we were briefly talking about that. Obviously, I saw you guys talking about like the albums and shit like that. But
Yeah, that's what I was
remember
talking
one time when we done a podcast, we were also kind of comparing everyone. And,
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, we did it recently, and funny enough, as soon as we uploaded that video, they started beefing, which is well, the diss track started flying. So obviously, I'm
I
gonna.
saw what you guys were talking about with the albums with like J. Cole and everything, like how he's ranking them. I don't rank To Pimp a Butterfly as high as I can't remember. if he ranked-
2014.
Yeah, no, 2014 is higher, and
Then turn to be a butterfly.
yes,
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City was higher.
I mean, we could get into that another day because that's a whole other long conversation. But obviously, I wanted to speak to you guys about this whole beef. First of all, let's start with how did you perceive each rapper before the beef started? So how did you guys perceive Kendrick and how did you guys perceive Drake before the beef in terms of battle testedness, the state in the game, legacy wise?
I think both of them.
Who had more to lose? Sorry.
Both of them, legacy-wise, are already cemented. Drake is cemented as, at least in modern times, the most successful rapper.
Yeah.
One of the best. Kendrick is already cemented as, like, lyrically, again, in his class, the best.
Yeah.
And then I think, on top of that, Drake already has a track record of, you know, dissing people, or being in beef.
Yeah.
And coming out successful more than once.
I mean, the major ones is he's only 1-1.
Yeah, the major ones.
I know he has subliminal ones where he's like beat up a lot of people, but
Yeah, but like the major ones, yeah, okay, you can say. I mean,
he lost 1-1.
yeah, he lost one to Pusha. He won one with Meek.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say in terms of like, you know, even Tory Lanez, they had a couple.
Yeah, he beefed
back and
Common.
forth. Exactly.
Yeah,
that.
so
For some reason.
women, but we'll get into that later.
but yeah, so I feel like in terms of battle preparedness, I think Drake we already know what to kind of expect from Drake.
Yeah.
With Kendrick, it's more so the unknown. I think it's more so the fact that we already know he's lyrically talented and lyrically diverse. So I think people are just excited to see what he'll bring to the beef. And personally, I can't lie to you, I think the vast majority already decided that Kendrick won before any tracks were released.
I disagree.
No, that's bad.
I think so.
You guys think, especially you guys were saying, remember we had this conversation before about Kendrick, where you were like, he hasn't dropped anything, he's been inconsistent, his last album wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
So think about it, his last good album to a lot of people was 7 years ago, and you think he was the favourite in this?
Because a lot of people, mind my French, but they love to suck his dick a lot. In terms
And
of...
you don't think they suck Drake's? Sorry, because actually land your point and then
Yeah, because I get what you mean. A lot of people do, bread Drake and, people you saying it in the car, do you know what I mean? Like, people say, some people are like, Drake can do no wrong. But with Kendrick, it's different where it's like, oh no, he's the best rapper. Oh no, he's lyrically goated. He's lyrically this, whatever. So already when it came to mind that, okay, from after Like That, it's going to be beef, it's sizzling, there's going to be tracks. As soon as Kendrick released, people decided, Kendrick is one. Kendrick is one. And that is just based off of them ranking him lyrically here and them not really, I guess, either appreciating Drake's pen or even rating Drake's pen.
No, but I'm speaking about before Like That dropped anything. Well, okay, as soon after Like That.
Where's the point where you're saying coming into it? Cause
Like that, okay, so like a week after Like That, you thought Kendrick, if they beefed, he would.
Yeah, 100.
I think that's a hindsight. I think that's a hindsight thing. Because you got to think about Kendrick as well. This guy hasn't been battle tested in terms of he's dissed people, but he hasn't been in a beef. Drake's been in beefs. You can say Drake's maybe learned from his mistakes. Drake's the more popular artist. You can say Drake's got a bigger fan base. You can say Drake has. If Drake releases a song, 9 times out of 10, it might just be put in the clubs because it's Drake. So you can say a lot, and Drake also, people say he controls social media. So if someone controls social media and then he gets everyone to say something's whack, that's a lot of power. I think that's what Kendrick's done to his advantage, but we'll get into that later. But for me, that's why I view Drake as the favourite in this.
I don't think anyone really came into his favour because I think both of them have very big and loyal fan bases, which are both going to ride out for each other. So it's like...
No, but when you look at like sales, sorry to interrupt, like when you look at like sales and like how big Drake's core audience, we won't even call how big Drake's fans are, you would think, like I think Mr. Rao sold like 260 and even an album like For the Dogs did double that.
Yeah.
So you still say like there's more Drake fans statistically, so that's why I think Kendrick was the underdog in this. Yeah, 100%.
No, I think I can hear the underdog element because
not in terms of talent, but I think it's very easy for Drake to spin the narrative.
Before you say something, I think if anyone was to be the underdog in this, it would only be J. Cole. Because he's the least confrontational out of all three of them.
I'm speaking about those two in particular.
I'm just saying, if it was going to be anyone, and out of those two, there isn't an underdog. Because
someone has to be favourite.
No,
you said it was Kendrick, so someone has to be the favourite.
No, I don't think someone has to be the favourite. And I'm saying it in terms of people's opinions on it were already cast. That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily it being a favourite and underdog because in a lot of people's rankings, they're in the top 3. Yeah, and if you're in the top 3 of someone, whether you're third and first or third and whatever, it's not really enough to say underdog, especially when we're talking about 2 giants in rap.
And I get its margins, but if you think, because remember we've had this conversation. It's like it's on with Mark and a lot of people were saying Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick. Mark said J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick. So if everyone, if a lot of people,
that's the overall package though. That's who. That was
artists, bro. Yeah, but we're talking about who's your favorite rapper. Most of the time, a lot of people in this battle have been deciding with their favorite rapper. Would you agree?
A lot of people have been deciding with their favorite rapper.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. In terms of that's what I think. If Drake's got a bigger fan base, as much as Kendrick might have dick riders, if Drake's just got more fans, then what's gonna happen?
Both of them have dick riders. Like, if we're being real,
but if statistically one has more fans, then technically you have more dick riders.
I feel like Drake caters for one side of rap, and Kendrick
caters for another.
Side.
Yeah,
so literally, they're 2 split, and those 2 splits, I believe, came into it with preconceived agendas. That we've decided the winner before you even picked up a pen. I feel like it goes for both sides. I'm not gonna lie. Like obviously, I prefer Drake, innit? Yeah. And I'll be honest. I was coming with a Drake kind of bias, thinking yeah, I'm more gonna favour whatever Drake drops.
Yeah.
But I kind of had to get in a neutral mindset, and obviously when we listen to the tracks, I did give like Kendrick props in it. But I feel like coming into this year, like I did feel like Kendrick needed it a bit more, but I feel like they both very much needed it because if we're being real, like Drake is off the back of a loss, even though he did beat Meek Mill, he is off the back of it. To be honest, with the whole Pusha T thing, I feel like Duffy Freestyle gets overlooked because of the whole child situation.
Yeah.
But also Pusha T's entire was it Story of...
I did one.
I did one, yeah.
Yeah, that one is one of the greatest ever diss tracks, I'll be real. So.
Yeah. I said, you're hiding a child. Let that boy come home. Do you know how crazy that? When I first heard that, I was like, excuse me?
It was just disrespectful.
And it was coming off the back of Drake's, like, arguably statistically his best year was Scorpion. Like, he released God's Plan. Scorpion, what was that song? Can you do? Like, this guy was on the top of the world, and then...
But you know, what's annoying with that one is because the song was already on there about him having a kid. And then I think that's when...
sorry. It was. I think he released God's Plan before, but
and then
the album came out after the diss. Yeah,
exactly. So he already had a song on there. Like I think
he was planning on actually introducing the child to.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna hide the child forever, but
because there was even the whole Adidas promo.
Exactly. That's what made it funny though.
So it was just like push it. If you just kept quiet for 1 week, that's what Drake's. If you kept quiet for 1 week, all this wouldn't have mattered. But I hear it.
But then I felt like Kendrick coming into this, like he said, he's not been in the battle before, so there is the feeling of unknown about him, and this is his chance to really say because obviously he's always tried to be in these debates, and people always put him in these debates, but it's just like you've never really had enough to prove.
That's why I thought he was an underdog person, because even as a Kendrick fan, I've never actually heard him go back, especially with his recent album releases as well. When, I'll be honest, when Push Ups came out and he didn't release for 2 weeks, I was like, oh my God. If you release this in 3 months and it's the best thing ever, no one's gonna care, bro.
But what I will say is, coming into this, I don't know if I can really say Drake is the underdog based on this one fact that Kendrick's been sitting on this crazy diss track for like 4 years now. So that should have been slightly a bit of an advantage to him coming into
100%. And also, one thing I
but I think that helped in the battle, but I don't think that we never knew. You get what I mean?
But it's being talked about.
It's been rumoured, but we never actually knew, because even Drake. Oh, actually, we'll get into the next one kind of it.
Listen, pre-recording don't count when it comes to lyrical war.
I think it helped Kendrick in this case, but
no. But pre-recording don't count.
My last point on this underdog conversation is that even when he was beefing Meek Mill, I thought Meek Mill was gonna clear him, bro.
100%.
Man had the bare information. He is battle tested until he comes from battle rap. Drake is seen as a soft guy. Meek is seen as more like the streets guy. I thought Meek Mill was gonna wash him,
and then he just
So that's the thing about the underdog thing, is that
okay, I get what you mean.
You can spin the narrative just like that. Underdog doesn't mean it's nothing to do with the artistry or anything. It's just
the rankings. It's just more about who has more credit in the bank type thing.
Coming into the battle type. Because even Meek Mill at that time, obviously Drake was more popular, but in terms of hip hop, they were like neck and neck in terms of, it was still that period. No, what I'm saying is Drew's worth more than money. When he had Rico, the Tory Lane Street, he was Meek Mill.
Meek Mill was on not a resurgence. How you can say
a very good trajectory where
very good.
He was still on a trajectory though.
No, but what I'm saying is at the time, 2015, Drake was obviously having his best year, but everyone was kind of, you know how now Drake is clear of a lot of people. Back then he was clear, but he was bigger, but he wasn't clear. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like you can objectively say he's better, but
16,
2015. So if you're reading this, it's too late. It's hard, but. It was before What a Time to Be Alive, though.
This guy's mad.
What?
So this guy dropped. If you read the whole back-to-back and Charged Up,
bro, that's the best years ever, you know.
And then he did What a Time to Be Alive.
That was and then he dropped that song Summer 16 as well. Yeah. That guy was on fire, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Drake as well. Yeah, you can change the perception quickly. No one was saying anything about him being this soft, sentimental guy anymore. The minute back-to-back dropped, immediately everyone was even Charged Up, I think that song's weak, but when he dropped that as well.
But Charged Up was like a warning.
Yeah, but when he dropped that as well, people were like, oh yeah, me man, messed up.
Yeah.
Messed up. But obviously I'm gonna go through the songs that have been released in order.
Okay.
And
Wait, I want to know from you guys just quickly.
Yeah, go
I was
ahead, go
debating
ahead.
about this with someone. Are you counting first-person shooter in?
No,
it's a part of the story, but it's not a part of the disses.
no, it's not part of the disses.
Because
Are you counting like that?
Yeah,
I'll
'cause
say
that was-
I'll
was
say
a
that's the
blatant
press
bars.
conference.
Do you feel like that was direct?
Yeah,
100%.
I
Man
think-
said, man said, F sneak this in.
Do you feel like it was as direct as like the latter ones?
No.
No, but that was a
I just-
that was him sending for him.
I hear it, the press conference.
Yeah, it's like a press conference. Like it's like him calling him a bitch to his face, but they haven't actually thrown hands.
Jab,
Yeah, jab kind of thing.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, alright, cool.
So the first song that was released from the D was Push Ups,
Cold.
then Tailor Made Freestyle.
I still haven't heard it.
Yeah.
No, I still haven't heard it.
I heard it again today. It's alright.
I haven't listened to it there since it dropped.
Yeah, it was more so like
like a
taunting.
throwaway, yeah.
Yeah, it was a taunting thing.
Okay.
Then we waited 2 weeks, then we got Euphoria. Then we got 616 in LA. Then we waited another 2 weeks for Family Matters. Then on that same night, Kendra dropped Meet the Grahams. Then we got Not Like Us. And then Drake dropped The Heart Part 6 to end it off.
I can't lie to you. And again, this goes back to what
So
I
after
said.
all of that, who do you guys think?
I think it's very much
It's even.
it's very much neck and neck. However, the only thing that I'm leaning more towards Drake, more so because he was saying that he's planted all this information for Kendrick to use.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's either Drake's capping and
Yeah.
Kendrick either got to the information first or I don't know, whatever, something like that. Or Drake's actually telling the truth and he planted this. Kendrick bit the bait. And then now your diss tracks is based all off of false information because let's be real, the Meet the Grahams and 616 were about the 11-year-old daughter.
No, it was just Meet the Grahams.
and just
Not like us does it. It's just him calling him a pedo for like 3 minutes.
And then the other one, what's the other one? Not Like Us. Reference the kid again.
Not really. It's more so it's just
The Not Like Us was trying to like paper over the fact that he got the information wrong.
Not Like Us. It's just it's just the P. He doesn't really
The was on Meet the Grahams.
Meet the Grahams, but he dedicated a whole verse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's supposed to be the
And now,
yeah.
that's why points have to be taken away from them.
Exactly.
No,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I disagree about points being taken away because for me personally, none of them have actually. They've just said that it's false. None of them actually showed me anything.
Why did Kendrick change the cover
Cover for what?
of Meet the Grahams? You know, he had the whole glove there.
Yeah, the glove that was there.
What's he changed it to?
It's just a black screen now.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Well, 'cause
No,
that was right after Drake said the whole thing about how.
Yeah, then I can't lie. Then it looks like that's sort of more grounds to say that Drake actually planted this information.
I don't need.
I just no, but the thing,
like, stuff like
but the
that.
thing is, in this social media era, it's like you said you planted information. Me personally, I'm recording like
Yeah, yeah,
like
I
you
know.
can't say you planted
I hear
information
it,
and
I hear
then
it.
that's so easy. Like
But again, it's
imagine putting out a video of him saying like in 2017 his hair's low. We gotta get this stupid ass nigga, man. He keeps dissing me, dissing me. Like, tell him I got a daughter, bro. Tell him I got a daughter. And
That's
then,
true.
And then he starts putting.
or at least there was a screenshot of like a WhatsApp chat or something like
Yeah,
that.
they had the time to like.
Okay, I heard that.
That's
If
my
he'd done
problem.
that
Yeah.
would-
Like, and for me as well, when he's trying to disprove it as well on the Heart Part 6, for me, personally, it was weak. Like,
What, did
You
disprove
thought
it?
the Heart Part 6 was weak.
I liked it in terms of rap.
Wait.
But in terms of disproving, hell no, I don't like that. He's just saying, no, I didn't. What evidence? Like, show,
Okay, but
discredit him, not just say,
This
like,
is
if Kendrick released another track and he said, I didn't beat my wife, so now it's Drake lying.
No, but it's a catch-22 with the fact that at the start people were like, Drake, why aren't you addressing the pedo stuff?
Exactly.
Man addressed it.
No, but
Where's
what
the
did
proof?
no, but what?
Like,
what
No,
you
no,
said
but
is
what he
facts,
said
so
was
what you said is
stupid. What he
facts.
said was stupid. Man said I'm rich, so why would I be a pedo?
Okay,
No, he-
that's one
Excuse
line-
me?
wait, wait.
Excuse me?
That's one line I don't agree with. That's the one line I don't.
What kind of stupidness is that? After Epstein?
It wasn't just
After the
that.
diddler? Come on, man.
Okay, that's the one line I don't agree with.
Yeah, but it's
Alright,
like,
keep
it's
going.
a
But
catch-22.
what else did you disagree with?
No, that's the only line I thought.
So what made it for you where it was like, okay, Drake's definitely telling the truth?
I think it was just more so the fact that it was like, again, one thing you have to understand, yeah, is the way that people view Drake already is that he's sneaky, he's conniving, he could potentially be either two-faced or devious in what he
Yeah.
does. So now with this coming out, it's like this already doesn't steer too far away from the common preconception of Drake in a lot of people's eyes.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem too far from the truth.
But my thing is, you done, sorry?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, but one thing I'll say is that if we're using preconceived notions, Drake has also mentioned the fact that Kendrick makes music for people who try to free the slaves. So they're both using preconceived notions.
Tongue in cheek.
It was tongue in cheek, but if we're saying that preconceived notions is like they're using it, but that's strategy, bro.
No, I hear it. I do hear it. But no. But I'm saying he's used that in his favor to say to further prove that
Drake could do it. Me personally, I'm just here for the disrespect. So he can do the same thing. Like
even the free the slaves thing. I don't know why.
If Drake was like
into that, like it's a.
No, but it was just like alley-oop. Like
it's a well-known.
It's an easy thing to say. Like, yeah, but you're a colonizer, bro. Like that's an easy counter to that.
No, but even,
I don't even get this colonizer culture.
No, but
thing.
It was dumb. It's dumb. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I disagree.
No, it's very dumb because if you wanna, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the clearest blueprint in all of music, if not all of life.
Yeah.
If you wanna, for example, this pod, we're talking from a London perspective of things, but we're also Nigerian. So then if we go to Nige for a month or 2 months and start hooking up with Nigerian pods, Nigerian media, all that sort of stuff and getting love there, and then we're like, okay, that works. But then, we've got a fam in America. Let's go America and, touch into a little bit of the UK versus London and then talk about African American and, Nigerian being in America. Let's tap into that. I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that Drake is from Canada gives him the best of both worlds in the sense that Canada is very much like an American UK. Yeah. In the fact that they love London, but their way of life is more skewed towards an American way of thinking because there's more land, there's a lot more liberalism and all that sort of freedom of thought and all that sort of stuff. So he's using that to his advantage. He's gone to America. Yeah, obviously he's gone to America from Canada. Yeah. Done his thing there. And then whilst he's doing his thing there, he's showing love to UK since yonks. Yeah. And then he's also realised that, you know what? There's a couple islands around America. Let me go tap in with the Latin market. Let me go tap in with a couple of the Caribbeans because, I got a couple people from Canada, from Toronto and that are Caribbean. Yeah. I grew up with them, man. Let me go tap into... It's not a colonizer thing, bro.
I get what you...
How can you disagree? Because no one said this before this beef.
Exactly.
People haven't called Drake a culture vulture before.
Culture vulture and colonizer are two different things.
Here and there, but
but that's what he's saying.
Yeah, but I think it's weak because all I'm saying is...
So you think it's weak that Drake is a culture vulture?
No. I think it's weak to say that he's a colonizer. Even the whole culture vulture thing.
No, but the colonizer thing was on Not Like Us, so he wasn't... That's not what he's leaning on. It's just like a joke, like type thing. It's just tongue in cheek.
Maybe the joke is that he's saying he's a culture vulture.
No, but the truth... one thing he stood on is that Drake is a culture vulture. That's not really who he is.
But how do you know that? And also,
how do we know what who Drake is?
No, I'm saying in terms of and even us, we don't even really
know we don't know who anyone is. But the thing is, we're talking about a guy who's had a 15-year career. Mm-hmm. So the Drake that I grew up on, was this guy who loves rap, appreciates it, is someone who wants to fall in love, who's not on beef, but he might have some guys around, but he's not really on violence like that. That's who he was portraying. Like Meek Mill could be the thug and all that stuff. Yeah. But me, I'm just the lover boy. The women love me. That's who I'm portraying myself to be. Yeah. Over the years, I've seen different types of Drake. I've seen slime Drake. I've seen mob boss Drake. Why do you
think he's still at the top of the game? Because he has...
No. I agree. Jay-Z's done the same thing. I'm not... This isn't me discrediting Drake, but you can say that he's hopped on a lot of trends to seem...
It's business.
It's business and it's perception, but it's not who... Is that who he is? Do you guys think that's who he is? Do you think he's a mob boss one day, a lover boy the next, misogynistic one week, not misogynistic the next? Like, who is he?
To be very fair with you, all I think it is that all of these...
I'm just speaking about the person I was introduced to. That's all I'm saying.
No. All of these personalities, it's like a thing that you can't necessarily put this out there at the very beginning when you're trying to find your fans and your fans are trying to find you. Because I think if you do put out such a multifaceted package out to the listeners, it's like, well, we don't even really know what to hang on to because it's like, me that I love R&B, you that you appreciate rap, and then you that you love the mob boss stuff. It's like, you're never going to get your fill from listening to Drake if he's bringing out all different sides of him at this very beginning time that we're...
So you think my thing is, I feel like he's adapted and being reactionary to these trends rather than these were kind of who he was.
I think all it is that as he's
because I think, for example, someone like Jay-Z, sorry to interrupt, like Jay-Z is someone who came from the streets, but I felt like there was always that business acumen. He was kind of foreshadowing it. So when he's releasing an album like 444, it's not like he's just hanged around with some guys. He's seeing that like Nas is doing this thing and now he's just copying him. Yeah, it's kind of something that you've always seen in him, and like as times evolved, you've grown with it. Whereas Drake, it feels like, oh, 21 Savage and all the street guys are in. It's time to switch up my. Trying to sound like.
Why do we as normal civilians give a fuck if we're getting good music? What?
I care about the way. If I'm introduced to someone as something, I do care.
We don't know who Drake is, bro.
So you think he's like actually this crime boss?
If he wants to be
I'm not trying to hear that from Drake. I'll be real.
If he wants to pretend to be a mob boss, or if he wants to pretend to be this person, I don't care. If we're getting good music from him as a musician, that's all I know him for, and that's all I care for.
Yeah, but if he's like now,
he's not my boy.
Now, okay, let's say for example, and this is why some people might call me a Drake hater or whatever, but this is kind of my problem with a lot of like Drake fans sometimes is that then they'll start saying, oh yeah, he's better than Future though. Oh yeah, he's better than Future. He could do what Future does easily, but Future's the actual person though. Like Future from day one has been this guy. I feel like I don't know him as a person. He could be this Bible reading good man who helps his community, whatever. But Future perception wise, there's never been a moment where I've like that ain't you. But it feels like sometimes when people argue for Drake, the people he's kind of taken their identity or is being inspired by their identity to be more respectful. It feels like they started to say Drake's better than them now. Drake can do drill, so now he's better than everyone who does drill. Drake can do this is how they started doing that stupid Drake created Afrobeats nonsense. Yeah. Once Drake jumps on something, this is my problem. This is my problem with it. Once he jumps on something, it's not like he's a colonizer. Maybe he doesn't do this intentionally. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
That's out of his hands. What you make is a fair point, but that's out of his hands.
It's out of his hands, but he's also he keeps on choosing to do these things as well.
I think all it is that with all of these genres that Drake goes on to, I just think he's less of a culture vulture, but more so of an amplifier. Because of how successful he's already been.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's the most valuable person that hip-hop's ever seen. I agree with that.
If you want, for example, if Amapiano wanted to go to the moon, get Drake to jump on it.
Drake's stimulus package is undeniable.
But I also think as well, and I guess this is like what, I don't know if you guys have seen, I don't know if you guys have seen this video, I've heard of that clip. Where he's like, yeah, Drake was breading me. Yeah. Drake saying, oh yeah, I'm a lifelong Man United fan.
No, but he was saying that, oh yeah, my boy in prison.
Bro, I used to see these pictures of Drogba. I think he's a Chelsea fan, you know.
No,
that's the type of person he like. It's not to say you can't support different things will change or da da da. No, but what I'm saying is that as a person, when you're that malleable, you can argue like, bro, who are you? Like, who actually is this guy? Because for me, the most genuine version of Drake is I'm trying to fall in love. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do like, I want to be the best rapper in the game and I want to fall in love and I'm a hitmaker. But when I see this other things, it's good music. I agree.
You're invested in strangers that we don't know.
No, but I don't care about the person. I'm talking about the music though.
Yeah, but to be fair with you, like I think all it is the fact that this person has come from a background that has touched different areas in life.
Yeah.
And obviously, with his own experiences and his personality, comes the music. And I feel like very much in the beginning, it was his personality, just him at that given moment in time.
Yeah.
As you grow and you develop and you change, you start to embrace different parts of yourself. So I feel like that's all it is. And I feel like with Drake trying to do whole slam Drake when he's linking up with Dog, linking up with 21, all that sort of stuff, I feel like this is him embracing when, like he did mention in his raps previously, how he did used to hang out with people that would go on glides and all that sort of stuff. So I feel like that's all it is. He's appealing to that market, and it's not necessarily steering too far away from the truth because, I mean, at the beginning, he's always said that, you know, he's got some Marley shooters, he's got Chubbs and all these guys.
No, but do you know what it seemed like someone who is cool with these guys, but they're not like his guys, like. He's just like,
yeah, I mean,
you might see him on a function.
You can say the same with someone like Gunna because Gunna, according to whatever, he's not a shooter. No, he's not one of these men that are trapping my thing he's just there in the vicinity.
No, but that's my thing as well. Like, we're gonna get back to this beef, but to even speak about Gunna, for example, he's from Atlanta. He's using the Atlanta sound, and to me, Gunna started improving when he kind of became his own person. When people could say Gunna makes this type of music, he makes music for like rich babes and like guys who want to get fly and feel that. Like that's my thing. Where Drake for me created like an identity, and then he just switched his identity, and then it feels like he uses people like 21 Savage so he can speak Grease. But you know, like he couldn't do this Grease by himself.
No,
you know,
but
you
he
couldn't.
can.
Nah, disagree. People will start saying, I ain't trying to hear all that, man, from you, Drake. I'd rather hear Meek or NBA Youngboy do all that crash out stuff. You're too rich.
It's an exchange.
I agree, but that's what Kendrick Lamar was mainly going at him for. Like, this isn't you, but you're trying to. He said it. I like Drake when he sings. I'm trying to hear you act all tough.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I think,
and that's not why Drake was big as well. My final point on that.
I think, Kendrick.
Me personally, I think Kendrick won this, by the way.
I don't think he won it clearly.
And I think in like nearly every category you can go through, he actually won.
I think the one thing that was vital in any sort of beef is making a club tune.
I disagree, man.
I think
everything's vital.
No, everything is vital, but I think if you make a tune that these men can play in the club and it's a good tune.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a modern.
I feel like that's a club banger is undeniable, but you still need to have an equal amount of tea. You still need to have an equal amount of bars.
Yeah. And I feel like in all of those categories, I feel like Kendrick had enough to beat Drake. You could argue that Family Matters might be a better diss track, all this stuff, but
even
I feel like
Part 6 is cold.
I disagree. It was just no. Let me land. When I listen to,
I'm a veteran.
Bro, the guy.
No, it's a bunch of bars, but he's not going at Kendrick. He's just saying, I didn't do that. I'm not a paedophile. The pen game's lit, but it's not a. Would you say that's a diss track? Would you say that's a diss track, or would you say that's a defense track?
It's a diss track.
I think it's.
What's disrespectful about it?
No, I think that was
It's a diss. Listen, any sort of defense is also offense, bro.
Just show me the disrespect. That's what I'm asking.
I'll listen to it again and I'll show you.
No. No, because I can tell you what's disrespectful on Family Matters. I can tell you what's disrespectful on Taylor Made. I can tell you what's disrespectful.
And that's good, but for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't recall bars on a diss track like that.
No, it's not about bars. Just like
I can recall is OVO. That's how
but what was disrespectful in terms of like subject matter on like the heart? You can even Google it as well.
I'm gonna Google the lyrics, bro.
There was nothing that came out where I was like, ooh, yeah, that was disrespectful.
That one was a bit more of a defense track, and what's wrong with that?
No, but it sounded like, why are you defending yourself, bro? Attack him. You're better than him, no?
He attacked him.
Attack him more, bro.
He's
calling you OVO. Attack him more.
He's attacked him on. He said multiple times.
Yeah.
Your child is not your child. It's your manager's child, and everybody, him and the whole public keeps overlooking that. Why?
So okay, do you guys think? That family? Do you think that Meet the Grahams kind of squashed the tea that was in Family Matters?
I think what I would say is strategically, Kendrick has played this a bit better than Drake, because dropping that right after was such a chess move. I'll be real. Even if it turns out that the daughter isn't really a thing. And
by the way, I'm not. By the way, if it comes out that Kendrick Lamar was beating his wife, I'm not supporting him at all. By the way, let me make that clear. But at the same time,
at least there's one person saying that.
Yeah.
No, because but a lot of people have been quiet about it. But I think that's what the strategy was. Is that when he dropped that, everyone just kind of like brushed that to the side. I was like, oh, Meet the Grahams is dark, and then this next one is dark, and then
I think Meet the Grahams was the darkest. Like that was just pure disrespect. And even if we take the child thing out of the equation, the dad, the mom, like everything was just disrespectful.
Yeah.
I feel like that still as a diss track, it still stands here, but points still have to be deducted.
No, but that's why for me, like when I was just arguing Mids about is that not even arguing, but I was just saying to Mids about is that Meet the Grahams, I can tell you what was disrespectful about it, but the Heart Part 6, I've listened to it a couple of times, and I like it as a rap song. But it doesn't really feel like he's disrespecting him at all.
Well, I feel like
as one last thing as well, three of the main diss tracks, I'm not going to count Taylor Made, 3 of the main diss tracks Drake's released, right? 2 of them, he's included other people. And for me, the first one, I liked Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums. I like that line, it was a good line. The second one now, he smoked A$AP Rocky, I'm not going to lie. The second verse, he was smoking bare guys. But bro, focus on Kendrick. That's all I wanted. But
I feel like it's one of them ones where it's kind of like how Chip had 7 man to beef. It's like you have to address everyone.
But I don't feel like Chip's. I don't know. For me, Chip was already cemented at that point. Do you get what I mean? I feel like Drake. This is like the moment everyone's been waiting for.
I think no.
I don't think that. I think we appreciate the Chip beef. It's legendary now, but at the time, I didn't feel like. Hey, I'm gonna rank Chip lower than this guy.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Young Gun was never gonna be better than Chip to me in life. But this one feels like there's more consequences. Like if he released Family Matters after the second verse of Family Matters in like his next album, he's dissing A$AP Rocky, he's dissing Metro Boomin. Even just the same song, just put it in the next album. Same effect.
But all I'm gonna say is
I didn't need to hear it now.
I think
everything, even the weekend bars, he kind of. It was funny, and I think he smoked him, but he didn't say anything new.
I think he should have faced front, and by the time Family Matters dropped, like you're in deep with Kendrick, so just stay in it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's what he did with the Heart Part 6.
No, but that was defensive. That was a disrespect. What was disrespectful? Again, you just went through it. What was disrespectful?
Oh no, it was more so like the guy was attacking his character. He was saying, "Look, this information I gave you is flawed," and he said, "Look, you need to address the real problems you got. Why isn't Whitney denying any of the allegations?"
So he hasn't said anything new in terms of disrespect. Like that's my thing.
In terms of anything new and disrespectful, Kendrick didn't say anything new or disrespectful either.
On what?
On Not Like Us.
No, that's the hit though. We're not. I'm talking about diss track. That's the hit.
Okay, so what's the one before that? That was
Meet the Grahams.
I feel like that's a bit of a cheap excuse. Like it's still part of the diss. You can't just
Okay. For example, back to back. He just said you're on your girl's tour, like you're just a side man. That's not. If you drop that in another way, that's not like a crazy bar. But but it's a hit.
It's disrespectful though. It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful, but saying OV ho,
and then you're saying you getting bodied by a singer. Nigga. I'm not the type of.
But for me, not like us is like that. In terms of back to back.
Than just that one bar though.
No. But what I'm saying is, if it's on like a Meet the Grahams type of tempo. You're not gonna be like, oh, that was great. That's a haymaker. Or like story of Adidon. You get what I mean? Like slower rap.
Either way, it's a hook.
For me, my only point about Not Like Us is that it's more so to clown you. It's not to like disrespect. It's to get people when you go to a function and you hear Not Like That, you're pissed off.
Excuse for that Not Like Us, but you can't make an excuse for
Part 6.
Because no one's gonna play that. No one's gonna play that like that. People are gonna play Family Matters, but no one's gonna play the Heart 6.
You've rearranged.
And I don't think it. Okay, no. It's not. I didn't remove the goalpost. It's more so like.
Why you moved it?
In terms of how did I move it?
Because you were saying, bro, it's why are you making the defensive track attack him? But then for Not Like Us, it's a hit, so it can slide.
Yeah, but the Heart Part 6 isn't a hit.
No, but it doesn't need to be.
Bro, this is.
I would argue. Okay, I'll say Taylor made it. I really don't like the song, but you can argue the Heart Part 6 is one of the lower end in terms of these diss tracks. You say Euphoria is better. You say Family Matters is better. You say Meet the Grahams is better. You say Push Ups is better.
Talking about rap ability, I think the Heart.
No, but I hate when people do this. We know Drake can rap. I'm not giving you a point for rapping in a rap battle.
They're two rappers.
So are we giving Kendrick a point for that then?
I mean,
if the rapping slapped 100%.
So Euphoria, the bars in there are crazy. Yeah. Are we giving them a point for that? So then it negates itself. What's the point then? I never doubted Drake. Me personally, I don't treat Drake like a child. Like people act like Drake's this guy who can only sing and he can rap to the surface level. That's dumb. But I treat Drake like a top tier MC, so I'm not gonna give him a brownie point for rapping. Like, what kind of rubbish is that?
So you were saying people are kind of waiting for this for Drake to like, sort of like high or low or whatever. I don't really think that's the case.
It tells. What do you mean?
Like, because you know how you're comparing it to Chip. Where like Chip is already cemented.
No, but like obviously the big three thing, I felt like this beef kind of determined who where the rankings were in terms of now for example as a Kendrick fan, in 5 years we can look back and be like, hey, but he didn't beat Drake. Drake could have beat him in a battle when they had the time. Drake Drake had 2 weeks, he didn't do nothing with it really.
Technically, Kendrick didn't beat him either. There isn't a clear winner.
So you saying Drake won?
There isn't a clear winner.
No, there has to be a win. There has to be a winner or loser. There has to be a winner or loser. I'm sorry. There has to.
I believe it's even.
There isn't.
It can't be even. It can't be even.
At the end of the day, listen.
It can't.
Man's made a claim. Said, listen.
Okay.
Everything you've made in your last 2 diss tracks, I fed to you. Until that.
But how did he does he have receipts for that?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Until that is cleared up. He's not getting any substantial points for the T and that.
Yes.
He's not getting any substantial.
Okay. So I'm gonna because I'm only living off the fact that what both of them said, regardless of whether it's true or not, I'm taking it as at their word, right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So if Drake's gonna say
bars, if we're just saying bars, then cool.
Drake has a one.
Kendrick's bars were slapping, and so were Drake's.
But it's not more. Drake's has been more. I'm just saying. I don't care about if it's margins or whatever. But I think Kendrick's winning this.
There isn't a clear winner. It's saying people can say Drake won.
No, you didn't smoke him, but Kendrick won. Kendrick's gonna leave this battle better off than Drake is.
I don't think so. I don't.
You don't think so? You think Drake's gonna look better than he did before this battle?
I think the albums that come after this.
This battle. No, forget this. Forget albums.
Kendrick will probably lead better because of the public narrative.
That's
the public
what-
narrative has been so huge.
So he won over the masses. Is that what you're saying?
Well, because people keep shaping off all the fucking Kendrick allegations.
Exactly. Like,
So what?
Everyone is just
Okay. So let's say we're shaking off the Kendrick allegations. Cool. You made that point.
Yeah.
So are we shaking off the Drake ones then, or do we have to?
Well, the girls came out with statements.
No, but I'm talking about the underage. I'm talking about underage
Yeah, the
stuff.
underage
Are we
girls.
shaking that off as well?
Yeah,
No, but
if the girls came out,
Because everything I'm doing for Kendrick, I'm doing for Drake.
No, but the girl,
so if we're
the girl came out and denied it. Drake
Okay.
denied it as well. Kendrick ain't
Guess who
even
hasn't denied it? Whitney,
exactly.
Okay.
Dave Freeze.
Okay.
And Kendrick hasn't.
So it
even,
means it's true. Is that what we're saying now? It's true now because he hasn't said anything.
And Kendrick hasn't addressed it either. Because if you flip it, and Whitney came out and said he didn't beat me, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just we don't follow each other. Dave Freeze said, I know it looked like me, but that's not my kid. And Kendrick himself said, "What are you talking about beating my children? You don't know I love my black queens, the black of the berry, sweet, whatever." And then Drake was silent about all the allegations. People will be saying Drake, this, Drake, that. So
Yeah.
all I'm saying is let's make it fair.
No, but
And
I
let's
feel
say
like-
what people have addressed.
Yeah.
Cool. We don't know them, man. We ain't like we're not tapped in. It's not like we're Joe Budden or academics or whatever that might have a sense of what these guys are really like and what they really get up to. We don't know nothing. We just know what's out there. So let's take what's out there and let's weigh it up. Drake has addressed these allegations and denied them. On top of that, the people that have been involved with said allegations have come out and denied them. That's cool. Now Kendrick,
Not the underage stuff, just the child thing.
one of the underage girls came out, bro.
Yeah, but there's multiple cases. That's the problem. They're saying he's a predator, like he has a ring like Diddy.
And that's fine.
So he's
but
not going to be able to disprove all of that.
If one that the public know that they're going to affiliate this allegation with has come out and said that's not the case, then cool, let's run with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Until someone else comes out and says Drake did that to me, then fine.
Exactly. Then we can be like, oh, who's telling who's
that doesn't mean
Now
he
with
hasn't done it
Kendrick-
though.
Now with Kendrick, it's like cool. We've saying you beat your wife.
Yeah.
The child ain't yours, and you're ashamed because the kid is lighter than you.
Yeah.
You ain't say nothing to oppose any of this. On top of that, your baby mama ain't said nothing to come out and defend your honor. Your own guy, Dave Freeze, hadn't come out and said, nah, do you know what I mean? This is false. Even if it was true, your man should probably come out and say whatever, innit?
I disagree.
None of that
I
happened.
disagree.
So at least at least from what the public is seeing on face value, we can say that, okay, do you know what? Kendrick, on top of those allegations not being squashed or any sort of for it or against it, now when Drake is saying that, oh, we actually planted that information and whatnot, it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's addressed the allegations. Other people have said what you're saying is fake as well. So now the public narrative is like,
What other people have said what he said?
no, I'm saying like with the girl that came out and said that didn't happen and all that sort of stuff. I get it. That's only one of potentially many, but still, it's one of the group that have been targeted by Kendrick.
Yeah.
Now it's already saying, okay, cool. Kendrick, you said X, Y, and Z. Drake's already said X, which is negated that. Someone in group Y has come out and said that didn't happen. Now you're saying Z about all this other stuff, and Drake has said he planted all this. It's starting to make it seem like.
So you think
Where
like
did you
Drake?
get your information from?
I
get what I'm trying to
disagree.
say?
I disagree with that completely.
Why?
Number one, like, okay, how am I gonna word this?
We ain't even got time for this.
I know, but I'm just gonna say my last thoughts on this year is that for me, Kendrick Lamar is okay. Whitney, number one, his business partner's Day 3. Okay. So for me, if like for example, in the next year or so, they break up, like because they're recent business partners, so they started their own label, PG Lang. If it comes out like in the next year or two that they break up before they've even released the album, they're not talking to each other, whatever. Then I would get what you got. I would understand in terms of that there might be some smoke, but to me there's no smoke. Like it's not like anyone's put a picture of the child's face and Dave Freeze's face. I was like,
Has anyone got a picture of the child's face? Like, is the child on?
to me, it's a baseless claim. Like it could be true, it could be not. Like there's no smidge of evidence. That's the first one. That's the first one. The second one, the Whitney thing. Now we all know with domestic violence. Let's say, for example, there's still kind of love there, but what if she started lying for him and saying, "Oh he didn't do it, but he was doing it."
Yeah,
to me, like all those type of things, unless I see like either a picture or there was like some documents or like I hear like of an incident. Because for me, what Kendrick was doing as well, I don't know if you guys caught this bar on like Euphoria. he was like, Drake paid like, no, he didn't say Drake specifically. He's like, you paid 500,000 to close a case.
Yeah.
And then there's like a case where Drake was sexual assault or whatever. I'm not gonna get into that and use that against Drake, but there was a case where, so there's something, you get what I mean? There's something kind of, even an article or something.
Okay.
But with the Whitney and Kendrick thing, people are going off that toxic song he released on Mr. Morale as like the only evidence they have of.
All I'm saying is
there's no receipts from Drake either. All he's saying is he's fed the guy information. Maybe the 11-year-old thing is a lie, whatever. But you saying you fed him information, it's like you're trying to. What are you doing? Like what have you actually shown to prove that you fed him information in this social media era? If it was like 1996, I get it. Maybe there was cameras like that or da. But you're meant to be this guy you both hated each other for time. You're telling me, do you know how funny it would be if there was like a 5-minute clip, 20-minute clip, documentary, whatever? I fed this stupid nigga information for the past 5 years. He's been getting excited.
That's a good point. That could have been a real nail in the coffin moment.
Bro, do you know how that would finish him? The conversation's done. For me, in terms of, we can just quickly go over who had the biggest hit out of both of them.
Yeah, obviously it's Kendrick.
Okay.
Not Like Us is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What?
Who would you say had the most disrespectful songs?
Kendrick.
Kendrick. Okay, cool. Yeah. Who would you say?
There was a lot of him on
Family Matters.
Yeah, that's what I haven't said. Kendrick's cleared him. Yeah. Who would you say had the best rebuttal? I don't know.
Drake.
You think Drake's had the best rebuttal?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is there any other categories you guys?
But I think
describe?
Kendrick had a good rebuttal in the way.
Okay, my last one. Who would you say the hip hop community he's left thinking is the winner, regardless of biases and all that?
Kendrick, because everyone's gonna sway to anyways. Like.
No, but for example,
and I think because with the hip hop community, if you can make something that is at the very least disrespectful, but then also contribute to the hip hop society in a sense where we're gonna be bumping this for ages. That's why I was talking about the hit.
Yeah,
it's Kendrick.
So for me, in 3 of the 4 categories, Kendrick's won this. So for me,
I don't think that last one should be counted though, because that's just a general.
No, but we're gonna. For me, Meek Mill, technically speaking, should have won that battle, but he didn't. He had better information. It stained Drake's legacy more than it stained Meek's.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
when we look back at that beef, who won?
Yeah, but
that's all.
And he didn't even make
even the Pusha T one's the best example. You said it yourself. For me, I think Duppy Freestyle's the better lyrically song. Well, no one in the planet Earth is saying Drake beat Pusha T. Not a single soul.
No, because
no matter how much.
Pusha T's on lyrically was also very good as well.
No, it was also, yeah, exactly. And that's my thing with Kendrick. Kendrick hasn't been like a 6 and Drake has been a 10 lyrically. You can say one's been better.
8 and 7.
Yeah, you can say 8 and 7. You can say Drake's had the edge.
Better in this whole.
You can say that, but it's very close.
That's a category that should be included.
But yeah, sure, you can say that as well. So then it's 3-5 to Kendrick.
That's a 3-5.
If you just added that one and it was 3-4 before.
I didn't even know that was.
3 out of 4. Huh?
I thought it was in that 5 categories.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so I listed 4 categories and we said Kendrick won 3 of them. So that's why I said 3 over 4. Sorry.
Okay. First, I mean,
look. So that's how I'm viewing it. Yeah, 3 over 4. That's why all I'm saying is, for me, Kendrick Lamar has won this battle for now. Maybe Drake releases, like I said, some more. If Drake has one receipt to prove any of the claims, then I'll hear what you guys are saying, because that actually does disprove. But
Homegirl came out. That's the receipt right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wait, go over the categories again.
So I said, who had the bigger hit?
Kendrick.
Who was more disrespectful?
Kendrick.
Better rebuttal.
Who had the better rebuttal?
Drake.
Okay, that was you guys' opinion. I
think Drake was the better rapper in this as well, so that's 2-2.
Better rapper?
Yeah.
And then
we don't have time to do.
And then
what was the fifth? Who did you think the public?
And then again, I don't count that, so that's what I mean. For me, it's 2-2.
It's very even. But do you know this, guys? You guys let us know in the comments below. Who do you think won the battle? Was it Kendrick? Was it Drake? Was it a stalemate? If that even exists in rap beef.
Actually, let's add one song from the playlist for the beef.
In fact, let's just put all the tracks on all the beef tracks.
No. Let's pick up here, because I don't want Taylor Made on that playlist.
It's not even on streaming services, is it?
Yeah, I know, but
yeah,
even if it was, I'll put Family Matters on.
Family Matters. Yeah. I hope you're gonna go with your boy Kendrick.
I really like Family Matters, really do. But I'm objective, I'm objective.
Put tunes on your playlist.
Yeah, the favorite one out of the beef tracks.
I mean, I already put Euphoria last week, so
I'm
I would
gonna
have put that.
I'm putting not like us. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fair enough.
Slacker.
Jovan, what about you?
Yeah, Family Matters going in.
Nah, I already picked it, bro. You have to-
Oh, then you picked Not Like Us.
Pick the Heart Part 6, man.
Yeah, but it's not on.
It's not on streaming.
Oh, it's not? Okay, Meet the Grahams is the only one left. I think Push-Ups is on.
Push-ups going in. Yeah.
Push-Ups, yeah.
What are we? Oh wait, have you done that though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm. But yeah, Jav, love for jumping on.
Come on, man. Pleasure, man.
Anything you want to promote? Or?
Nah, just the usual.
Fair
All
enough.
information will be in the description below of both the YouTube video and the Spotify or wherever you guys get your podcasts. Make sure to give us a 5-star rating, leave a review so we can read it. It's been your boy Mids MB.
Jay today's all.
JayMilli.
We are out of here.